RiRi left in tears after ASAP Rocky's heartwarming $200 million gesture. Fans say, this is real love. No one expected what happened next. Not the fans. Not the industry. And certainly not Rihanna herself. What started as a quiet evening between two of the most influential stars in the world quickly turned into a moment so emotional, so intimate, and so jaw-dropping that it left RiRi completely in tears, the kind of tears that come from being overwhelmed by love, sacrifice, and deep understanding. The calm before the emotional storm. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky have always kept their bond grounded in something deeper than fame. Despite the cameras, the headlines, and the non-stop scrutiny, those close to the couple say their relationship thrives in private moments, the ones the world never sees. On this particular night, Rihanna believed it was just another calm moment in their busy lives. No glam. No red carpet. No paparazzi. Just her, Rocky, and a quiet space to breathe. What she didn't know was that Rocky had been planning something for months. Something bold. Something meaningful. Something that went far beyond money. The moment that changed everything. As the evening unfolded, Rocky asked Rihanna to sit down. His tone was calm, but his eyes told a different story, focused, emotional, and serious in a way she hadn't seen in a long time. He started speaking slowly. Not about fame. Not about success. But about everything they'd been through. The late nights. The public pressure. The moments when the world doubted them. The times Rihanna had stood strong not just as an icon, but as a woman, a partner, and a mother. And then, he dropped the bombshell. The $200 million gesture that left RiRi speechless. Rocky revealed that he had quietly arranged a $200 million long-term legacy move, not as a flashy purchase, but as a deeply intentional gesture centered around Rihanna's future, her children, and her vision beyond music. This wasn't about flexing wealth. It was about security, respect, and belief. The gesture reportedly involved a massive long-term investment aligned with Rihanna's creative empire, future-focused protections for their family, and a symbolic move that told her, without words, I see you. I choose you. I'm building with you. The room went silent. Rihanna froze. And then, the tears came. RiRi breaks down, raw, unfiltered emotion. Witnesses say Rihanna didn't try to hide it. She covered her face. Her shoulders shook. Her voice cracked as she tried to speak, but couldn't. These weren't tears of shock alone. They were tears of relief. Of feeling chosen. Of knowing that the man beside her wasn't just loving her for who she is now, but for who she will become in the years ahead. Rocky didn't rush her. He simply held her. And in that moment, Rihanna reportedly whispered words that fans are still talking about. No one has ever done something like this for me, not like this. Why this gesture hit so deep? Rihanna is not new to success. She's built empires. Broken records. Changed industries. But what made this moment different was the intention behind it. Rocky didn't try to outshine her. He didn't try to control her narrative. He didn't try to make it about himself. Instead, he matched her vision. Fans online quickly picked up on that detail, calling it the ultimate sign of emotional intelligence and partnership. This isn't a rich man flex, one fan wrote. This is a man investing in the woman he loves. The internet reacts, this is husband energy. As whispers of the gesture spread, social media erupted. Fire, A$AP Rocky just redefined love. Fire, money aside, the intention is everything. Fire, Rihanna deserves this kind of love. Fire, that man is building a dynasty with her, not off her. Many fans pointed out how rare it is to see a high-profile relationship where both partners elevate each other without ego. Others called it quiet luxury love. Not loud, not performative, but deeply rooted. A love built on growth, not headlines. For years, Rihanna has been portrayed as the untouchable superstar, strong, fearless, unstoppable. But in this moment, she was simply a woman being deeply seen. And A$AP Rocky proved that love isn't always about grand public gestures. Sometimes, it's about planning a future so carefully that it speaks louder than words. The final image fans can't forget. As the night ended, sources say Rihanna wiped her tears, smiled through the emotion, and leaned into Rocky with a softness that said everything. No announcement. No post. No press release. Just two people standing in a moment that felt bigger than fame. And as fans continue to speculate, one thing is clear. Broken heart right arrow red heart RiRi wasn't crying because she was surprised. She was crying because she felt secure. And in today's world, that might just be the most priceless gesture of all. Alright, here's a very long, highly emotional, viral-style fictional story, perfect for a YouTube narration and purely for entertainment purposes. Backhand index pointing down medium skin tone. I'll lean fully into the drama, emotion, pauses, and internet-breaking moments you like. RiRi left in tears after A$AP Rocky's heartwarming $200 million gesture. Loudly crying face. Broken heart gemstone. Nobody, and we mean nobody, saw this coming. Fans around the world were left speechless, social media was on fire, and even Rihanna herself, the woman known for her strength, composure, and unshakable confidence, was seen breaking down in uncontrollable tears after what A$AP Rocky did for her in the most unexpected, heart-melting way imaginable. This wasn't just a gift. This wasn't just money. This was love, loyalty, sacrifice, and legacy wrapped into one jaw-dropping moment. The calm before the storm. It all started quietly. Rihanna had just wrapped up a long private rehearsal session. Insiders say she looked exhausted, not physically, but emotionally. Between motherhood, business empires, public pressure, and constant scrutiny of her relationship, RiRi had been carrying more weight than the world realized. Rocky noticed. He noticed the tired smile. He noticed the silence. He noticed the way she paused before laughing. And instead of asking questions, he made a decision. A decision so massive, so intentional, that it would change everything. The invitation that felt different. One evening, A$AP Rocky told Rihanna he wanted to take her somewhere special. No glam. No cameras. No entourage. Just the two of them. At first, she brushed it off, joking the way she always does. But something in Rocky's voice felt different, steady, serious, emotional. They arrived at a private venue. The lights were low. The atmosphere was calm. No press. No noise. Then Rocky asked her to sit. That's when Rihanna started to feel it. That tight feeling in her chest. That sense that something big was about to happen. The confession that broke her. Rocky stood up, took a deep breath, and looked directly at her. Not the superstar Rihanna. Not the billionaire mogul. But the woman who stood by him when nobody else did. He spoke slowly. He told her how she believed in him when the world doubted. How she protected him when things got dark. How she never once made him feel small, even when his own confidence was shaking. Then came the words that made her eyes instantly fill with tears. Everything I am today is because you never let me give up on myself. Her hands started shaking. The $200 million gesture no one expected. Rocky handed her a folder. Inside was something nobody could have predicted. He had quietly transferred over $200 million into a trust, not just for her, but for their children, their future, and a series of global initiatives inspired by Rihanna's vision. Education programs. Women-owned businesses. Creative spaces for young artists. Charities in places close to her heart. But that wasn't even the part that destroyed her emotionally. The document had one final line. This is not about money. This is about building the world you've always dreamed of, together. That's when Rihanna collapsed into tears. Not pretty tears. Not celebrity tears. Real, shaking, uncontrollable tears. Rihanna couldn't even speak. Witnesses say she tried to talk, but no words came out. She covered her face. Her shoulders trembled. Rocky rushed to her side, holding her like he was afraid she might fall apart. For the first time in a long time, Rihanna wasn't the strong one in the room. She whispered through tears. No one has ever loved me like this. The internet explodes. When word of the gesture leaked, without details, without names, fans instantly knew. This is real love. A$AP Rocky just raised the bar to the heavens. Rihanna deserves this after everything she's been through. Even people who don't believe in celebrity love stories were forced to pause. This wasn't flashy. This wasn't performative. This was deep, intentional, grown man love. Why this moment meant everything. This wasn't about the $200 million. It was about recognition. Rocky didn't try to outshine her. He didn't try to control her. He didn't try to compete. Instead, he said, I see you. I value you. And I'm building with you. And that's why Rihanna cried the way she did. Because for once, she didn't have to be strong. She didn't have to lead. She didn't have to protect. She could just receive. The aftermath. Friends say Rihanna was quiet for days afterward, reflective, emotional, overwhelmed in the best way. She reportedly told close friends, this isn't about money. This is about someone choosing me completely. And fans? Fans are still talking. Because in a world full of loud love and empty gestures, A$AP Rocky reminded everyone what real love looks like. If you want, next I can. Turn this into a 10-minute YouTube script with timestamps. Write a viral intro plus outro. Create thumbnail text ideas. Or push it even more dramatic.